It took me so long to make this video, it's not even funny. So I had a haircut in April 13th to be precise. I was a volunteer for one of my friends who is doing a comprehensive, extensive course in hair. So hair cutting, hairstyling, everything. So she needed a volunteer and I volunteered to go and get my hair cut from her. And she did a beautiful job. But 2 days before that, I cut my own hair very roughly at home because I needed precise sections to make my own makeup brushes with my own hair, and I already had an idea that I wanted to make this video. So it took me 2 whole months to get here in front of the camera and film for that video. So I had kept the hair sections in a pouch very safely because I knew I'm going to use it today or tomorrow. That today or tomorrow came a whole 2 months later, but now it's going to be done. So in this video I'm going to show you how to make your own makeup brushes, human hair makeup brushes. And before we get into the video, I just want to clarify that this is just for entertainment purposes. This is not a tutorial. So if you're looking for a tutorial, this is not it. I'm experimenting. I don't know how it is going to come out. So if you're looking for a tutorial, this video is not for you. But if you are looking for a video just for fun to see how I make my own makeup brushes, trial and error, I'm going to test it out. I don't know how it's going to turn out. If you want to go ahead in this fun video, then stay tuned and keep on watching. Hi my ethical angels, welcome back to Be Beautiful. If you're new here, my name is Archana and I am here to make your shift towards cruelty-free beauty very easy, one step at a time. So hit that subscribe button and also don't forget to hit the notifications button. Keep your notifications on so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos, in which sometimes I do crazy things like I'm going to do today, and sometimes I do tutorials, sometimes I talk about cruelty-free brands. So lots of videos coming up for you guys, so make sure that notifications button is on. But for now, let's get into this video. So as I said, I cut my hair almost 2 months back, and before going for a haircut, I cut it very roughly because I wanted to cut it in a specific way, like put a rubber band around the sections like I'm showing here and cut it off and keep them in those rubber bands so that I could use it, you know, to put it in holders for making brushes. So this is something that I don't think I would have been able to do when I went for a haircut to a salon. So I did that and I kept it very carefully in a pouch, and I'm glad I did it because it took me 2 months to get here. And so let's see how this goes. All right, let's do this. So I had kept my hair
in a pouch to store it, and good I did because this hair was cut a long time back and I did not get the time to get to this till now. It's been some time since I did a haircut, so I'm glad I preserved it properly.
So what I'm going to do is, see, these are the things that I have in which I'm going to put the hair and try to fix it. So this is a concealer brush from PAC which lost all its hair, well, most of its hair, so the other hair became loose. So I just removed everything and this is what I have right now. This is one. Same thing with these two. These were mascara brushes, mascara wands. The screw of the mascara wands got loose and this is what it is. So I'm just going to try and use one today. The other one, I think I have a mascara, the screwed one, so I am just going to fix that. And the other things that you can use for making brushes is you can try and take this off and use this part of the kajal or kohl pencil, but you can also use the cap. But the only problem with this is that it will have a lot of gap. So if you're using a cap, I would suggest you stuff this at least till here with something, or maybe till here, at least halfway, like so. This is the bottom and this is the top which is open. So from bottom at least halfway stuff it with something and then, you know, fix the hair so that you don't have to like push it all the way in, and I don't know, it might just become weird. Other things that you can do is the pencil caps used kohl kajal or eyebrow pencil, whatever it is, you can use those caps. The brushes handles will be smaller, but at least you will be able to use it. What else can you use? This is something that I'm going to try and use today. This is such a useless thing to have, so I'm just going to try and take this part off, and I'm going to see if I can push in the hair here. So this is another thing which you can use. This was an eyebrow pencil. One side of it has a mascara wand and the other side is empty now, where the actual brow product was. So I can try and take this off and try it with this. I can use the cap. So there are loads of things which you can try and use if you want a huge brush, like a really luxurious, fluffy, big powder brush kind of thing. You can use something like this. This is empty now, so I can just wash this, maybe stuff this a little bit with something, and I can use this. But today I don't have as much hair to be able to fill this, and I don't think I'm going to ever have so much hair, because I don't think I have so much hair on my head. So I don't think I can use this. But in case you do, or you're using something else instead of hair, maybe synthetic bristles or something, you can definitely use something like this. So let's just start. Let me start with this, which is already empty. So I'm just going to try and take whatever little one or two hair off from here. You can try and clean it up with a tissue, but the tissue may not go in completely. So I'm just going to try and use a Q-tip. Yeah, that's better. Just clean it up as much as possible. See, there's a lot of dirt inside already. You might have to flatten your Q-tip a little bit and just go around like that. Since I've already put rubber bands like this while cutting, I don't know how this is going to turn out. I just hope that it works.
I should have left some more space after the rubber band. Okay, I can still pull it. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and fit this into it. So, or maybe I shouldn't have moved the rubber band at all. So I'll try and do it from this side. So I think this is something that can fit into this. Let me just make it a little bit even. That is better.
Yeah. So I'm going to use this fabric glue because this should hold good even if the brush gets wet. So I'm going to fill this as much as possible with the glue. So this glue is something that was just lying around the house, and this is very old. This has just come off. So be it. And now, fingers crossed. I'm just going to cut off the rubber band at this point. I think I just pulled the rubber band a bit too much to the other side. I shouldn't have.
I think I have pushed it enough. I'm just going to try and do it a little bit more. So since this is my own hair, I don't think it's going to be as... It's not as thick as I would have liked it to be. Yes, it's becoming messy. But yeah, I'm not going to give up. I've waited for such a long time, stored my hair in a pouch for this day. So, I'm not going to give up so easily. Just going to try and put a little bit of glue inside again. Because I don't think there is enough glue to reach the middle of the strands. I'm going to clean up the rest of the glue which is there. But for now, I just want it to stick like really well. I'm using fabric glue because even if you put water, I don't think it's going to loosen up that much. That's what I think. I'm not very sure about it. Trying to push the glue through so that it's there throughout and not just at the edges. Just trying to push it as far down as possible so that it just doesn't stick out. Alright. And with the help of this stupid little thing here, I'm just going to try and comb out the hair Yes, there's glue everywhere. I just hope it settles down.
I feel that this is a bit loose. I could have tried to fit in a little bit more hair there. But for now, I'm going to leave it like this. And I'm going to keep one section of hair aside so that if this thing comes off, I can try and work with that hair. But for now, let's just comb it out, cut out the excess.
I'm gonna cut like right here, not too close. I want to see actually what happens with the thing. This will be more like a flat eyeshadow brush.
Or maybe I can use it for blending. I don't know. Depends on how it turns out, how well it works. Right now it's a little pokey, but once everything settles down, that is when I will be able to judge. I'm losing hair from here as well. This looks more like a paint brush right now. So that's one brush done. Now let me just put this aside and try to break this thing. See, there's not much gap. Let this be. So let's try this. Ooh, okay, that's not bad.
I just hope that this one's better than the other one. I really want a good thick brush this time. Why can't I put it in with the rubber band itself? Let me try that this time. Let the rubber band be. Let's try this. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's put some glue. I'm putting the glue right in the center this time because the last time all the hair came out from the center. So just pushing the glue through the hair and just pressing it in. Let's see what happens this time. Change of strategies a little bit based on the past experience. That's what it's all about. Let's do this. Okay. Oh no! Same thing happened again. But yeah, I think this time it's going to be a little bit more secure. Maybe, just maybe, whatever little bit has gone in. And it's not as much messy as it was last time. So, it's just coming off. How do I secure the whole thing so that the hair just doesn't fall out like that? Do you have any ideas? So brushes can be made, but to maintain them, I think it's going to be a big issue.
I don't know, maybe I can use this as a blending brush if this works.
Do this. Messy, hashtag messy, hashtag messy. Alright, the hair has already come off into my hands. On one side, the other side is already off. Oh my god, it's messy. Messy! So the cap broke.
And this is what we end up with. Why did I even think of this?
This has gone in well. So I think instead of trying to create flat brushes and small brushes, I can try and focus on a little bit bigger brushes. So that's where I cut it off. It's not very soft because my hair itself is not very soft, but the clamp broke a little bit because I think I tried to force the hair in. Oh, I am going to die clearing this mess off.
Anyway, so I think I'm just gonna try it in this cap, which is a lot wider, and I think that is what is going to help me.
So let's try this one last time.
That's a good size and that goes in pretty well. My only problem is how to hold it in. This can make a very nice blush brush, but I just need to figure out how to. I think I'll just put all the glue inside first.
I'm going to use a lot of glue this time so that all the sides with glue. I've like put the glue till here. Now for God's sake, please work. I want a beautiful brush with my own hair.
You can use straws as well, but I think same will be the problem with the straws. Come on, work this time. Now I am just gonna keep my fingers crossed that this thing works. I don't think it's gonna dry pretty quickly. This might take a couple of days. So that is kept aside. Let me just... Ooh. Wow. This looks nice, and I think everything has...
Uh-oh. Spoke too soon.
Should I try and put something else in this? Can I make this round and try to put in a round brush? Let's try.
Just gonna try it. That's not bad.
So I have made this into a round brush. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and fit one of these into that.
I'm going to try and push it in as much as possible.
And now the idea that I got. Now that looks like a good brush. It's not very fluffy, but it looks like a good brush. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it off right here. We can refine it a little bit. And the big idea that I have is, at least for this one, what can be done to tighten it is just press it back to how it was. Now this is fixed. I didn't use any additional glue, so I don't know how this entire thing is going to hold itself. But I'm going to try and press it as much as possible so that it does not come off. I'm really happy with this one, and I don't think I need to wait for it to dry because I haven't used any glue. But yeah, I tried to press it as hard as possible so that it doesn't come unless and until unless and until I pull really hard. I don't think this is going to come off. I just need to figure out a way to keep this hair from not curling, but I don't know how I'm going to do that. But I'm really happy with this brush. So this means that if you have old brushes in which you have lost all the hair, at least that you can replace with this. As far as the other ideas are concerned, I'm not very sure if those will work. I really want this one to work though, because this will like really give a fluffy brush if it does. So I'm going to wait for this to dry and then we will see and talk about it. This I'm not sure. It feels very pricky as well and short, but I think it's going to hold itself. Once I wash it, I'll have to see how it does. But this is something that does feel soft at some level. I need to figure out a way to level this and to smoothen this out a little bit more. But I'm really happy with this brush. So all I can do now is wait and watch. If I want a flat eyeshadow brush, I need to cut it closer and make it a little denser, but this brush can be used just to blend out as a clean blending brush once you applied the eyeshadow to soften the edges. I think this will work really well for that. So I'm not going to cut it any further. I'm going to leave it like this, and I'm going to try and use this after washing and see how that works. As far as these are concerned, I don't think I'm going to be able to get in the hair at all in this, so I'm just going to skip that one. And this also I feel can be used as a blending brush, but would have been really good if it was slightly denser. Now, since I really want this small little tully brush, as I call it, to work, I am just going to try and secure it a bit more so that I don't lose hair from anywhere in between. So I'm just going to try a thread around it. Any color thread really, just does not matter. I have tied a knot at the very beginning, and I'm just going to make sure that this is tight enough, and when it dries, like the whole thing is stuck together. So now I'm going to try and secure this. It broke. So I think that's it. That's my indication that that's enough of it. Now I'm just going to set it aside and wait for a couple of days. I might just keep it out in the sun. Let me just go and clean up all this mess, and I will see you shortly. So this is how I made human hair makeup brushes with my own hair, and I know it didn't turn out that great, but I'm at least happy that at least 2 of these looked like makeup brushes thanks to this holder that I already had, and this also does look a little bit like a makeup brush, although it can also look like a shaving brush, but whatever, we'll just assume that it looks like a makeup brush. So this video is already quite long, so I don't want to make it any longer by testing these brushes in this video, because that itself is going to take time. So I'm going to make another video in which I'm going to test out these makeup brushes, and I hope that is not going to take 2 months to make and to release. Hopefully that will be out very, very soon. So stay tuned, do hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, keep your notifications on, so you will get to know as soon as that video is out. I promise it will not take 2 months. And as soon as part 2 of this video is out, I will also link that video in the description box down below. So if you're watching this video quite some time after the release, say around a week or 2 after the release of this video, then make sure to check out the description box for part 2 of this video, where I will test out human hair makeup brushes. Thank you so much for being here and watching this entire video. I hope you enjoyed those little awkward moments. Not little, actually, there were quite a few awkward moments when I tried to glue the human hair into the holders, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I definitely enjoyed it. There was a lot of mess, but I still like doing experiments. Cleaning up is a part and parcel of life, so that's okay. Share this video with your friends and family if they would like to be entertained a little bit with this kind of a video, and I will see you again very, very soon in my next video. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.